Hi everyone, I'm Teague and welcome to my new video series, How to Buy a New Car. If you've ever wondered how to buy a car, or if you've bought a car and the experience wasn't quite what you hoped, so you want to make it easier, more fun, and more efficient, I think I can help. I've been a salesperson selling Toyotas for over 12 years, but more importantly, I've bought a lot of different car brands myself over the past 10 to 15 years. So I think pooling in both of those resources, I can help you. First off, How to Buy a New Car can help you across all different car brands. It's not Toyota, Nissan, Honda, Ford specific. Every brand this can help you. People buy cars for a lot of different reasons. Maybe your budget's changed either positively or negatively. Maybe your family size is growing, or maybe you just need a change of pace and want a new car. So people look at a lot of different criteria and a lot of different factors go into the research phase of people buying cars. So to further show this point, let's look at the word on the street and see what's important to people when looking for a new car. So what's important to you when you're looking for a new car?
Good, strong record of good safety features.
Something with really good gas mileage and cargo space.
Dependability, safety, and a smooth ride.
A car with great technology and a great sound system.
An SUV with 3 rows of seats and leather seats.
I recommend the first thing you do is, it may seem elementary, but write down what kind of vehicle you're targeting. In other words, are you looking for a small sedan, a mid-size sedan, an SUV, a truck, maybe it's a minivan. Now, how much can you spend for that vehicle? In other words, do you have a specific targeted monthly payment range, or maybe you've got a specific dollar amount that you're trying to get? That way, you won't come out to the lot, fall in love with the vehicle, only to find out it just was never gonna fit that payment range that you had set aside. So, we've got the car, we've got the payment range. Now, when do you need to buy that vehicle by? Maybe it's more pressing. Is your lease running out in your car? So you have 1 to 2 months left, a little bit more urgent. Maybe your car is getting close to running out of warranty, so you want to start off with a fresh warranty. Maybe it's not so urgent, I just need to get something by the end of the year. Or maybe it's, I've got the itch, I'm ready to go, let's get that car, let's see what the deal is. So now you have the car you want, you've got the dollar amount or the budget range, and then you've got the time frame. I think by doing this, it lessens a lot of the stress and the burden of car research and car shopping, and that'll make it a little bit more efficient, a little bit more fun, and then we can go to the next step. The next step in the research process is the research itself, and how you do that depends on your personality type. In other words, are you more thorough where you like to do online research, or are you more hands-on where you like to get out to the dealerships and test them out in person right away? I'm going to focus on the online research right now. One of the places I recommend doing online research is the car manufacturers' websites themselves. For example, Toyota.com, Ford.com, NissanUSA.com. Go to their shopping tools, and then they'll usually have a car comparison where you can look at the car you're interested in versus their competitor. For example, if I look at Camry, maybe I can look at the Kia Optima, let's say. Or if I'm at Ford.com, I can look at that versus one of their competitors. Same thing with Nissan or the other manufacturers. Another online research tool is Google itself. That sounds elementary. However, what you do is type in car vehicle comparison, SUV comparison. They will give you so many websites. For example, cars.com has an excellent comparison side by side versus different competitors within the segment. Caranddriver.com has an excellent car comparison tool. Those are really good resources that you can use for your online research. This next one's a combination of online research and in-person. It's been around forever. The brochures for the cars themselves. In other words, now you can go to the manufacturer's website, and from home or at work, you can download the brochures so that you have them and you can research them at your own leisure. Or you can go in person and get them, the 2018 CHR, let's say the 2019 Avalon. Now, what if I want to look at the 2018 Tacoma? The reason why the brochures are so cool is because, let's say I know I want a Tacoma. I can go to the back of it and I can look at the different trim levels, side-by-side comparison, so I know what the upgrades are, what are the extra features or option packages I can add. That way I can really target in what trim level I want. We look at so many different kinds of reviews online. Yelp reviews, dealer rater reviews, Google reviews, anything online is reviewable, so why not do personalized reviewing? In other words, ask your family, your coworkers, your friends, maybe your neighbors, because I will guarantee you that somebody you know is driving around a car that you might have on your wish list. So Ask them what they like about it, maybe what they would change about that vehicle. That's just one more level of private investigative work you can do while you're doing your research. Since you're watching my video right now, my guess is that you love YouTube videos. They are an excellent source for car reviews. You can look at professional organization sites. They do that for a living. Or maybe you can look at people who own cars and just want to tell you all about them and how much they love them. Or maybe you could go with somebody like me. I have my Toyota Jeff YouTube channel. I like to do Toyota reviews. I love to do side-by-side comparisons of the different trim levels of the models so you can see, do I want this level, this level, this level? I'm sure you could do it with Ford, Chevrolet, anything like that. That way you know based on the options and the features which trim level is going to be best for you. YouTube videos, fantastic. Now I'm a little biased because I represent cars for a living. However, really the best research you can do when you're ready is to come out to the dealership and test the cars out yourselves. You can pick the salesperson's brain about a car, see if that matches up with your research, find the features and benefits that they have to tell you, and let the cars sell themselves to you. How's the headroom, shoulder room, and legroom in the front of the car? And in the back seat? How's the trunk space? Does it fit luggage, baby equipment, musical instruments, sports equipment, golf clubs? In your truck, what's the tow capacity? Can it pull your boat, your trailer, your camper? And also, what about cargo bed space? And while you're at the dealership, give it a test drive. See how it rides in the city, on the highway. Does it ride smooth, quiet, comfortable? Will your family fit over the course of a long road trip? How is the steering, the cornering, the braking? If you don't take it out for a test drive while you're there, you're doing yourself and the vehicle a big disservice. I always tell my customers, trust your gut instinct, and you'll know if you like the car or not. You will just know. I have two more pieces of advice. Your car buying plan. So if you're buying a car by yourself, what kind of vehicle do you want? Maybe some competitors that you might be looking at in the segment. What are your budget goals? In other words, I'd like to have my payments this range, but for the right car, I could stretch it up to here. Then must-haves. What features do you have to have? What's deal breakers? If I don't get heated leather seats, I'm not buying it. Maybe Bluetooth, push-button start, things like that. These would be nice to have, but not necessary. Maybe you want sunroof, navigation, DVD player, those type of things. Now, this one's important when you get to the selection process. I would consider these are colors that I like. I like reds and blues, neutral colors. I definitely don't want a white or a black car. That'll help you when you're picking them out. Now, if you're buying a car with another person, it's important to do the same thing, just write down what your criteria and what your second person's criteria. Make sure you're on the same page. Is the budget matching? The options that you want to have, do they match? What about color choices? That way you make sure you're on the same page so you can pick out the perfect car for you and your whole family. Thank you so much for watching part 1 of how to buy a new car. Please stay tuned for part 2, how to select the right dealership when you're researching your car. Then subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can follow along with every video in the series. Please write in the comment section any positive or horror stories you've had about a dealership or salesperson you've worked with, and I'll see you next time.